everyone, it's your friend Zakiyyah. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is well. Today I'm coming to talk to you about maintenance techniques for natural hair and those that are transitioning. I know that, this can be such a beautiful transitional period, very empowering, very liberating, but it often comes with its struggles. You're learning this whole new lifestyle of how to take care of your hair, and sometimes it can be quite difficult to the point where you can leave your hair for weeks upon weeks without doing anything to it, or leaving your hair in a top knot and just leaving it and letting it be. So I definitely want to shed some light upon this and talk about some tips for those that are transitioning, for people that have gone ahead and decided to do the big chop. For this process, it's really important, and this is what I've learned, is that you ensure that you're moisturizing your hair. Moisture is big when you are deciding to go natural, as well as a good detangling regimen is really important to keeping the lengths of your hair. So I know in my experience, when I decided to go natural back in 2004, was a very long time. It was, for me, a very liberating experience. The first time I cut my hair, I'm touching my hair and I'm feeling my curls for what feels like the first time. And it was amazing, but it was a journey of me having to learn with what products work for my hair. I mean, at that time, YouTube wasn't all that popular, so there wasn't abundant of videos and how-tos like how there is today. But I had to really learn what worked with my hair and try and test different things. So now that I have an abundance of information from my experience, I can definitely share that and bring that forward to you. So let's talk about these tips. Let's start with number one. Number one is the big chop. I say sometimes, hanging on to that hair, sometimes not even, you just go ahead, do the big chop. The wonderful thing about this is that it's all about loving and accepting your hair for what it is. I did that. I decided to just go on in, and, my family thought I was crazy. Like, how are you going to go let go of your beautiful hair? But I was just like, you know what? I just want to get right in, figure out what works for my hair right away, just cut to the chase. And sometimes that's just the best thing to do. So just go ahead, do that big chop. Love your hair for what it is. Thick, not thick, thin, not thin, coarse, not coarse, whatever it is, you just accept and you do what's right for your hair. Everybody's hair is unique. What may work for one person doesn't work for you. So, you just get right in there and you just learn. Now, if you're just like, no, I can't do that. That's not for me. I'm too scared to do this. You can find, there's ways to disguise, your permed ends compared to your natural hair, curly hair pattern. So you can do things like using curl formers and perm rods and bantu knots. And this helps to smooth out your hair, make it look like from roots to tips, it's one texture. So the process of this is you want to add, spritz your hair with some water. You do this at night. You spritz your hair with some water. You add some oils to your scalp and your hair. Then you want to add a butter to like seal in all that moisture. And then you add your curl formers or your perm rods or the bantu knots. Tie it down with a silk scarf, and in the morning you fluff it up. You take it out, you fluff it up, and it looks fabulous. So that's another option for those of you just like, I'm not ready for that just yet. I'm just looking at my notes because I don't want to forget anything. Okay, and then there's, experimenting with natural hairstyles, right? So there's so many hairstyles. Again, you're going back to YouTube, there's tons of videos. And you look at stuff that suit your hair texture and your hair type. You can do things like cornrows and flat twists and plaits and those type of things that are very low maintenance. And the wonderful thing about that is you then it's very easy. You can, at nighttime, the regimen is very easy. You spritz your hair with the water again, add the oils to your scalp. It's easy to massage your scalp when you have it in these protective styles and you tie it down with a silk scarf. So you're not constantly meddling in your hair, combing your hair, which causes hair fall. So you allow your hair to thrive when you're doing a lot of these protective styles. The next thing is wrapping it up. Now, I constantly have my hair wrapped up. But wrapping it up, you can make it super cute. You can wrap it up and you have fabrics that match what you're wearing and you make it look really nice. But you are really taking care of your hair when you're in that period of wrapping it up. The only thing I say with wrapping it up, you still have to oil your scalp. You still have to moisturize your hair with the water at nighttime. So you still have to add those things, and then you cover your hair with a silk scarf first, and then you apply your hair wrap. Because I know some people like to use like the cotton head wraps or the African print head wraps, but you want to ensure it's like a silk scarf underneath so it doesn't dry out your hair. And that's almost like giving your hair a treatment. So you're doing justice to your hair when you're rocking those low maintenance head wraps. And then doing treatments. You want to do deep treatments to your hair. I sort of ventured on from doing it once a month to now once a week, now that I'm home and self-quarantined. But doing these treatments are really, really good for your hair, and it's well needed. So you can do avocado treatments, you can do hot oil treatments, you can do banana treatments where you're actually using the banana, putting it in a blender and applying this to your scalp. Super nourishing, super moisturizing for your hair. A lot of people implement the cold washing technique where you're using a conditioner to cleanse your hair, but it's not stripping. A lot of the shampoos out there tend to strip your hair, and us curlies, we need that moisture. So co-washing is really good. Another alternative, which I love to recommend, is using things like aloe vera juice to wash your hair, apple cider vinegar to wash your hair, baking soda to wash your hair. This cleanses your hair and scalp without stripping it and ensuring that your hair is nicely moisturized as well as providing it nutrients. And then lastly is that you want to go to a professional, somebody who understands your hair, your stylist. Myself, I'm a hair and scalp specialist, and you want to go to somebody who loves what they do, who will put the love in your hair and take care of your hair, right? And also will give you tips in between visits of what to do to maintain your hair. You might be dealing with dry hair, brittle hair, hair fall, dandruff, who can really help you with that and recommend products for you to use to maintain your hair on the off visits. So that's my little tidbit that I wanted to share for you. For those who are transitioning and going through that phase, try out these tips and see how it works for you. That's pretty much it, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you on the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day.